Hey everyone, my name is Chris.
And I'm Wendy.
And we're Meeple Overboard.
And today we are playing Demon Worker.
This is brought to the US by Japanime Games. I'm not sure if there's a different publisher in different places. There's a lot of different logos actually on the front of the box, but Japanime Games is from whom we received this review copy.
So we're going to go ahead and explain this game a little bit. It is a worker placement game, and it's got some unique twists to it. So let's go ahead and see. Down here we have our worker placement people. We each start with 2 workers, 2 humans.
Basic humans,
Good old normal people.
We're going to be sending them over to these 9 spots represented by these cards in the middle of the table.
And so the way that you get to place out a worker, you have to pay its working cost. So up here we have its summoning cost. Down here we have its working cost. This one costs 1 food. You also get to see at the end of the game if you can feed the workers at the end of the game. So 1 final round of feeding. Whatever workers you can feed, you get those associated victory points at the end. So essentially on a turn, I will pay my 1 food, and then I can place this lovely lady over here on any space I so desire.
She looks like a Karen. Yours look like a Karen, and mine look like the Weeping Myrtle girl from the Harry Potter books things. But yeah, yours definitely look like she should be on a phone call on speaker mode, like holding it out somewhere, like at a fast food restaurant. Be like, hold on. Anyway, so we're not here to make fun of Karens. We're here to place workers. So these are the spaces here. These first 4 are just straight up resource gathering spots. Get 4 food, 3 sacrifice, I guess, 2 weapons, or 1 ruby or magical gem or something like that. This next space, the war room, is a little bit different. You can grab 2 end of game objective cards, and then you discard 1 from your hands, and you can make any exchanges in these amounts here. I'm going to go ahead and explain now the audience room.
Sure, the audience room is the summoning room. If you look up here, it's got this little plus people crossed out. Now that means that you don't have to pay any additional food if there's an extra worker there. Normally, if there's a worker on a spot and I want to go here, I pay my single food that comes with my person, and then I pay 2 extra for every worker that's here.
And then if I were to place a worker there, I would have to pay 2 food per previously placed worker, including my own. So a spot can become incredibly expensive to go to.
But this spot is where we want to go to every round. It is the summoning spot because you get extra points for more workers. So coming here, this lets you summon additional worker. And if you remember the original card that I had, this spot right here is the summon cost. And if you look at some of our other cards...
No peeking.
No peeking. They have different summoning costs. So that costs 1 red gem. And then it costs 2 food to play each time.
Yep. So, So this is the summoning room. And then these last 3 down here are just straight up where you earn EP, which are evil points.
Oh, they're not experience points?
Nope, not in the least bit, right? So anyway, you trade in 4 sacrifice tokens, and you get 2 2 EP, 2 evil points, and 2 weapons, right? And you just trade whatever's on the top and get whatever's here on the side, and then you earn that many points, and you just keep track of the points over here on the scoreboard, and then there'll be other little effects here and there that will get us points. But that's basically the flow of the game.
It runs 5 rounds, as you can see at the top.
Oh, yes. Yep. So you will place out all of your workers, and then hopefully you've maybe summoned a few new demon workers, and you pay their summoning cost. And then at the end of the round, like it's say that I had this person here, the Jack-o'-lantern. At the end of the round, when I take back all my workers, I get more workers to put out. So these tokens are not available yet. I have to place workers from here, and these ones will have cool special effects. And so what we'll be doing is at the start of the game, we'll actually be drafting our hand of 6 of these. We'll explain victory points later, but there's bonuses for getting as many of your workers as possible. There's bonuses as well for completing these end-of-game objectives. And then also, as Wendy said, if you're able to feed whatever this cost is here at the very bottom of your worker at the end of the game, you'll get that many points. So we'll have to get this started.
Let's go ahead and start with our draft.
So I'm going to take this one, and I yoink those over towards you. Big money, no whammy, stop. Let's see. They're also very different, and they all give you different...
I don't know what this symbol means.
Which one is it?
The teal symbol with the people sitting at a table.
The green. That's the war room over here, where you get to draw the
This makes
extra
sense.
cards and and do the infinite trades. So I'm gonna take another one of these because I can. Ooh. Oof. Oh boy. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not sure if I love it. This is just great. Because I might, you might as well summon stuff. Oh yeah, I better give you your Karen back. So yeah, so I love that the theme of this game, by the way, is to try and cause as much human suffering as possible. It's a bizarre one, but it's a bizarre one, but so very enjoyable. So, do I want this fanatic? I'm gonna, yoink. Here you are. And so literally every player has like a reference sheet, and the different player colors have different characters. You can see that I am this guy here named Satan, and yeah, Satan seems like not like a nice fellow. And then I think your character, you're Asmodeus. You pronounce it Asmodeus or Asmodeus?
Asmodeus. Asmodeus. Oh, that's Amadeus.
Rock me, Asmodeus. Yes. Here you go. I really want to know now, actually, is it Asmodeus or is it Asmodeus? Good golly. Fine.
We get no victory points from these things this game.
Interesting.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, that's true, because you see the hand of cards roughly back and forth, I know that there's a couple of real cheap boys in there that have no special ability on the bottom, for example, but they also cost almost nothing to place out.
It means this one.
Whereas Wendy may know that I've got a lot of these cards here, which can, if I can feed them at the end of the game, I'm gonna explode in points. But at the same time, it's gonna be really costly. This is gonna be a lot of food. So, ooh boy.
So we shall see what happens.
We shall see. So the first round starts. Wendy is the first player. We all start with 3, 2, and 1 of the yellow, blue, and red resource. And then we also start with a player order token. In the 2-player game, now this is where the variant becomes important. In a 2-player variant, you play with a 1 token and the 4 token. So you also gain whatever is printed on the tokens at the start of each round. So Wendy will go ahead and grab her 3 food. That comes on her player order token there. I will grab the 4 food and the 1 yellow sacrifice token. So those are mine. And I'm happy to have food.
And then starting with the 4th player, we each place out 1 green or 2 greens?
1 green at a time. So this is the official 2-player variant, is that starting with whoever has the 4, you're going to put one of these out, and you're going to try and make spaces more expensive. We've played this where we just played our workers, because you get in the way enough anyway. I don't know. I'm going to put one out there because I don't know what Wendy's going for. Oh, really quick, by the way.
I don't know what I'm going for.
Ha! Really quick, by the way. We start with 2 of these cards, so we should probably choose which one we want to keep.
Oh, we have to keep only 1?
Correct, yeah. We keep one of the 2. And these are hilarious. These are secret objective cards, but they are just so... turn the oceans into fresh water. So, like, turning the oceans from salt water to fresh water would cause problems for humans. Right? I think I read that somewhere. Anyway, it'll damage the ecosystem or whatever.
One of mine says, resurrect former demon kings. Some of the prior demon kings were sealed away by humans or imprisoned by angels, and you could free them to shore up the netherworld's power. This plan does have some drawbacks, the biggest one being that the old demon kings are just kind of hard to deal with.
There's such a nonchalant, casual air about... summoning the demons of yonder past and everything. It's utterly delightful. So I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, boy. Yeah, just tucky. So, I mean, straight up, right, your characters are named like Satan and Asmodeus and whatnot. So if you don't like that, and the general theme of like causing human suffering, you might not like the game, but at the same time, it's just a cute little worker placement. You are literally just grabbing colored resources and then turning them in for points. So it doesn't bother me any, and we are very religious people, but
It's just a unique theme.
Yeah, it's just cute. So, okay, so now that we did that part, which we should have done before, now let's go ahead and bump these out. Oh, no. What are you doing to me?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing at all.
Let's make this expensive.
Okay, let's make this expensive. I have no idea what's going on.
No idea. So how it works is you use 4 tokens at the start of the round, of round 1, and then at the start of round 2, you'll use 3 tokens, and you'll decrease so that by round 5, you're putting out 0 additional tokens. So one of these is going away each round, and then you start replacing out. So we'll see if we like this part.
See how it goes.
I do like this using the player 1 and the player 4 income at the beginning of each round, and you just swap these back and forth. So we'll see. You are
All right, so I'm
first
going to go
player.
ahead and start. I'm going to pay my one food cost for my nice little Karen human over here, and we're going to get food because how do you survive? You eat food. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just want to make that more expensive, and who knows?
All right, so I'm gonna pay 1 for my. I'm gonna call you Karen. I'm gonna call me Myrtle. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then I'm going to pay 2 food because I'm going to go to the same spot you are, but I will earn 4 food. So as silly as that is, I did that. You're also always allowed to pass if you want, but if you pass, you are out of the round. So back to you.
All right, I'm going to go here because I want to add more people, and I'm going to hire this nice little ghost that requires no food.
Hey, look at that.
Requires nothing.
Requires no food to summon it. It requires no food to activate it and put it out.
It's just free, but it's worth nothing at the end, so.
And did you pay your 1 food to send out your
Oh,
Karen?
I'm sorry. Second Karen is paid for.
All right. I am as well going here, remembering, of course, that this is the only space where there's not an extra cost for previously placed workers. So I go there, and I'm going to summon an orc, little piggy orc. So I have to pay 1 food to activate Myrtle, and then I have to pay 3 food to summon Mr. Orklish over here. So that goes away. The camera is there. So I've got little piggy orky guy here. So I'm excited to have him. That's the end of the round. And so at the end of the round, we grab back all of our workers in our color.
Oops. We get additional workers for our additional worker
Yep,
people.
for everyone that you've hired. You're able to go to a space multiple times, and so you can go to the audience room multiple times in the same round. These will go away. One of them is reduced because now it's the start of round 2, and then these pass the turn order tokens. So yoink.
Tradesies, I get 4 food. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a
I think the sacrifice is what the rulebook calls it. They look like little Pac-Mans.
yellow.
A yellow, yeah. So I get my 3 food here. Yoink, yoink, yoink.
I sacrifice nothing.
I have some food. All right. You are not really hurting for food temporarily, nor am I. So I think what I'm going to do is, who do I want to summon? Oh, I guess I don't get to choose yet. You, starting with the 4th player token, get to put out one of these blocker pieces. Interesting choice. I mean, I guess technically if you really wanted to, you could just throw one into the audience room because it won't actually make that spot cost more. But yeah, let's go there. So you cannot trade in 2 rubies for 7 points, cheap like. Okay.
Neither one of us have those. We'll see what happens. Okay, what's your plan?
That is a trick question. I have none, but I've got a few thoughts of what I could do. First, oh golly, I want to summon more dudes. So, hey, you know what? That's pretty slick. If I did this, I could just run a monopoly on stuff. Okay, so I will spend a yellow token to activate my orc, and he is going to go here. So the orc has to go to the foodery, to
This is
the
only
slime
option.
farm. Yeah. So he's a special worker. He's very strong when he goes there, but that's the only place that he can go to. So I pay his yellow activation price. I'm going to activate the food place, which normally gives you 4 food anyway, right? So yoink. But with the orc bonus, I get a bonus 3 food. So that's going to be 7 food for me. Mm-hmm. And it's to you, Wendy.
All right, I'm going to spend 1 food to send my human over here to get one of these little red crystals of crystalness.
Oakley dokley. So I will spend a food to activate one of my humans. Little Moidle is going to... Interestingly done. Okay. You know what I want to do?
Is that where you wanted to go?
Possibly. But if I spend one of these humans, I'm just gonna go activate a worker. So yeah, I'm gonna recruit Medusa. So I gotta pay a red for her summoning cost here, but she'll be fantastic. When I go to the red mine spot, I get a bonus red ruby.
That is super nifty.
I think so.
I'm going to pay a food and also recruit somebody. I'm going to recruit this jeweled gargoyle over here.
Ooh, hello.
2 reds, but requires no upkeep because we all know that jewels don't eat anything.
Yeah, well, isn't that Spike character from My Little Pony? We own a 5-year-old.
He eat jewels.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
Eats jewels.
He eats jewels. You would think that he would continually eat jewels, but no, you pay him once and he's fine. His dowry
I think you
is...
create him. I think these red jewels are his eyes right there, and that gives him life.
Oh, he's
then...
a Frosty the Snow Goyle. I don't have a red, so I can't summon either of those two, but I think I'll like this one. So I'm going to spend 1 food to activate my last little Myrtle here. She's going to go to the audience room and summon Goblin. So now I've got a Goblin. His summoning cost is 2 yellows. But every time I activate him, he can go to any spot, and his any spot will yield a bonus yellow. So you can see Wendy has got a lot of these like cheap freebie type things. Don't do anything special. Mine are all special, but cost more.
And I don't have to feed him at the end of the round. He still gives me points.
Well, that's true. He's straight up worth 5 victory points, whereas these ones are worth points so long as I can pay whatever this upkeep.
The cost, yeah.
Whatever the upkeep, the...
So I'm also going to hire another person. I'm going to hire this fanatic over here for 2 yellows. I did not have to pay a cost because the ghost was free.
It's true.
Now I have a fanatic. It's always good to have a couple of those around,
Everybody wants a fanatic. That's got to be like a song or something like that, right? Okay, so end of the round. Mm-hmm. We'll go ahead and take back our workers.
Oh, you're red, not me.
Yoink.
Making up stuff.
The new workers that we summoned out, get our discs on them.
So the more workers you have at the end of the game, it's like a set collection thing, the more points you get.
Because we drafted 6 cards, if you're able to summon 5 of them, you get 5 points. If you're able to summon all 6 of them, you will get 10 points. And that's in addition to whatever points they may be worth at the end of the game if you feed
feeding them. Plus whatever your card's worth if you get to complete that as well.
Yep. So we'll pass our turn order tokens. I become
food,
not the first player.
Food. 3 food for my pile.
Try and get a copyright striked.
Oh yeah. Oops.
Just kidding. I don't think they'd care about that. Okay, so one of these goes away. We're in round 3, and then just 2 of these are going to go out. What do I want to block you from doing? We have piles of food. I didn't expect this.
What do you think I want to do?
What do I think that you think that I think you want to do? I think you...
Yeah, and I'm going to spend max 3 food this round.
That's true. Wow, you went real cheap. It's
I
a good thing
real cheap.
It's a good thing I have a good food engine, but I need it less than you do.
Yep.
I mean, I need it more than you do, so I got it. Oh boy, I don't know. I have no clue what you're going to do. Yoink.
You have the red lady, so I'm gonna do that.
You're the red lady. Fine. All right, you get to start, my dear.
I get to start. Well, I don't know what I want to do, so I'll pay food for the fanatic because it just gives me extra. So that gives me 5 yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I was thinking about blocking off this spot. It's only worth 2 points, though. Yeah. Choices. Fill my head. I went to the doctor, and the doctor said no more monkeys jumping on the bed. You went... okay, you went there. You went ahead and blocked this space with Medusa. So is there anything more important that I could just do with one of my regular workers? I think... Oh, yeah. What are my recruitment costs here?
Yeah, I'm realizing that's a thing.
That is a thing. Thanks for noticing. I will... Well, we got this. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to pay the 2 food that it costs to activate Medusa. She will go out. She'll go there and get me...
She costs 2 additional food.
She costs 2 food to activate.
And 2 additional because of a green.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. That's what you meant. So yoink, I get 2 red gems, baby.
Nifty. Nifty, go lifty. Oh, what do I want?
This is so interesting. The drafting of these demon workers at the start of the game, it has a little bit of that Agricola feel, where whatever you draft at the start of the game is really going to affect what you're going to do, and like how are you going to be able to do it. So,
Spend a food to get food.
yeah, you spend 1 and you get
1,
4. You net
2,
3.
3, 4. Okay, go for it.
I am going for it. Okay, so I've got the red, so I guess I could go here, and maybe, yeah, you know what, that's what I'm going to do. What do I want to do? Orc has to go to the foodery, so I'll handle that last, because I want to do the other, because this one's already spoken for. These other ones can go wherever they want. So I'm going to pay 1 food for the goblin. I'll go here to the evil power.
It's very evil
spot.
of you.
Thank you. I will spend the 2 red ruby things that I just got. I will earn 7 points. Yoink. I will also earn 3 yellow tokens, so 3 little sacrifices. So, yoink. And because I use my goblin, I get another sacrifice token.
Super nifty.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go here. Now what this says is I can draw 2 of these nice little request thingies. Then I have to discard 1.
And it can be 1 from your hand already that was in there.
Let's discard this one. And then I can trade in any of these variations for whatever I want.
1 red, 2 blue, 3 yellow.
Sorry, I was supposed to pay a food for that chica. Now I'm going to spend 4 food to get a red. And I think that's all I'm going to do.
Yeah, because you get infinite of these trades here. So just kind of within whatever their, whatever like each good is relatively worth. So that's pretty nifty.
It is nifty.
I'm going to spend a food plus 5 food. Nope, 4 food. There you go. To do that, and I'm going to go ahead and get one of these red gems back, and it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to spend nothing to go here. And I'm going to...
Spend nothing, because I'm so talented.
I'm going to build Cerberus, which costs 2 blues and a red.
Cerberus.
Cerberus?
Yep, 3-headed dog that guards Hades.
Okay. I'm not well read in certain things.
I think Cerebrus is the name of something from like the Matrix.
Cerebro is what X-Men...
Yeah.
That little like brain thing that they use.
That must be. Okay. So I'm going to activate my orc by spending a yellow sacrifice. So I'll go there, and then I have to spend 2 food. So thankfully I have exactly enough. Well, I mean, I have 1 extra. And now I'm going to earn 7 food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, back to you.
Alrighty. My last person is going to come here, and I'm going to build another worker for 5 pain. What are they called? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sacrifice? I think, yeah.
Sacrifice.
Who did you build? The Kiklopi?
The Cyclops.
Oh, you know that one. All right. I will spend a food to activate my last worker, who also will go to the... Oh, you got 2 workers this round.
I did.
Dandy, madam.
So this worker feeds this worker, and this worker feeds these 3 workers. It's a plan.
Very nice. I'm going to get the devil. You know, just...
Because he went down to Georgia?
I think this one, yeah. He's not very good at his job, but when he goes to the war room, he does get 4 victory points, or evil points, just by going there.
Oh,
So-
that's cool. So you just switch stuff around and get 4 points.
Yeah, exactly. So I shall do that. His activation cost, or his summoning cost was a blue and a red. So Dunzo. And now we've reached the end of the round. So, okay, let's swap these.
Swap these, take back workers. I have so many workers. Da, 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 da. So that's the funny thing about the worker set collection is that workers give you more actions, which give you more capability, which it's like they give you more points by just working, but then they also give you more points by existing and being a part of your set.
Oh, yeah, no, this is one of the games where it's great to get more workers.
Yeah.
You know.
If you don't get more workers, it seems like you're doing it wrong.
Yeah,
I
that's
forgot I was
definitely...
getting more food this round.
That's definitely the point and the name of the game, you know. Okay, so 1 fewer, we're entering round 4. This is just, it just speeds along, very quick and nice of a game.
All right, and I get to place out the one put on the war room.
I mean, why not?
One place I don't think I'll need to go.
So I'll get 3 food for that boy. And then I got all of these. So these are my unbuilt workers, my unsummoned workers there. This thing I should be able to do fine, but I'll also eventually go to the war room this round. All right. I wonder what Wendy's intentions are. Boy, by this point of the last game, I thought we had earned more points. You know what it was? It was having more of these workers out that earned points throughout the game.
That's true.
So yeah, I mean, so from one game to the next, it's going to be quite different.
Yep, we're good. Sorry.
Okay. I get to go first, and I have fewer workers than you, so you'll just kind of have free reign at the end. I just died in your workers tonight.
You did you?
Not really, but
So I went for these guys because they can go anywhere, and I still get good bonus. That is a nice thing.
that is true. Yeah. I think what I want to do.
I can't believe the next round is the last round.
I know. Yeah, it speeds
what
along very
happened?
quickly. I'm going to spend 2 food to go ahead and activate Medusa. And she's going to go right there while it's still cheap. And I'm going to get 2 red gems.
It's a
They're
good
more
plan.
than good. They're red.
I'm going to go here with my fanatic. I'm going to spend 1 food and get 5 more yellows.
Yeah, I should have done this earlier, maybe. That's fine. That's fine. All right, so now that I've done that... All right. So I'll pay 1 food plus 2 food. I'm going to send my goblin to the human realm. That's a cute little spot for it. So I'll go ahead and send it to the human realm. So that costs my food, and I'm going to get the 3 yellow tokens plus the 1 bonus for using a goblin. Gobbly, gobbly, gobbly. Back to you.
Back to me. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 of those yellows that I just got. And I'm going to get 3 food from my worker. Oops.
From good old Cerberus there, yeah.
Yes, and then I'll also get 2 blues from the spot. So...
So then I will spend 1 yellow. to activate my orc, who's going to go to the food spot, who's going to get 7 food. Yoink. All right, ma'am. Back to you.
All right, back to me.
I feel like you're so far ahead of me in terms of just like the worker pool because I have fewer workers and I went first. I have to remind myself that you're just going to have 2 actions after I take my last one.
Sure. I'm going to come here again. I'm going to pay 2 food because my gargoyle costs nothing.
That's true.
And I'm going to get 2 blue.
He's a good little boy.
He is.
So I think I want to activate. So the devil's going to go down to the the war room. So I spend the 2 food to activate the devil, and then I'll spend 2 food to activate, or to pay for the cost there. I get to draw 2 of these objective cards, and then I get to discard anything that I just don't want to keep. Ooh, fantastic. That one's good. These are just such, I adore. Let's just read this one here together. Purge Operation. The Netherworld is suffering a contagion of unnecessary ideas like love and morals. We'll use our military might and our hatred to purge those notions and be reborn. It's just delightful if you're not taking this too seriously. So out of these ones here, I think I'll just discard this one. So yoink.
Sounds good.
Oh, and I get to do infinite trades. So I'll trade in 3 yellows for a red. And then I don't have that many blues, which is too bad. Any of these guys, I'll spend 3 yellow to get 4 food. You can do trades in any direction. So I should be good now for food for a while, given that I'll also have an orc that will give me more food next round.
True.
And then, between this pile and then one more orking, the orkening, then I'll have enough food, I reckon, for the end game scoring. So I'm good there. It's back to you.
Okay. I'm going to take my Cyclops and spend 2 food. I'm going to spend 4 yellows, but I'm going to get 3 of them back from him.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And then I will also get 2 victory points, please, and 2 more blues.
You're on the board, and you're still behind me. You grabbed your 2 blues?
Yep.
All right. So my last actions here will simply be, so I have to spend 1 food for my human. Little Myrtle is going to go here again, I think. I want to spend 2 red gems to get 7 points and 3 yellows. Maybe I should have done that before I did the war room. Silly me. But I go ahead and get another 7 points, so I'm up to 14. Back to you.
Back to me. Okay, I'm going to spend a food to go here. I'm going to spend 3 blues for 4 points, please.
4 points, put you up
And I'll
at
take
6.
a red.
All right, 1 food for my last action, which will be to go summon somebody. Can anybody find me somebody to summon? Jack-o'-lantern. So 2 yellow and a red spent. Yoink.
Okay, what do I want to do? Everywhere has a spot taken, so I'm going to have to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I guess here only has 1 guy, so I'll spend 3 food total to place that human and get another red.
Very nice, very nice. I'm out of workers, so it's...
You're out of workers. Okay, then I'm going to go to the war room. I'm going to spend 3 blues.
The audience room.
The audience room, sorry. And I'm going to summon this warlock over here. He's a hungry fella.
He looks like the dude on the cover of like the Flamme Rouge game. Phileas, pedal faster.
So he's nifty because if you save him to when there's a couple guys on a spot, then he only costs 3 food instead of 5 food.
Right, yeah, he has an expensive put-out-there cost, but he
You
gets
save
to
him till the
ignore it.
end, yeah.
Yep, no, that's a good last worker to get. So that's the end of the round, so let's go ahead and grab our workers. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So Wendy's got all of her workers out, which means that she's now locked in. She's guaranteed to get her 10 bonus points at the end of the game. I am,
You're almost 10 points ahead of me, so
yeah, I'm sure I'm going to get this last worker out too anyway, so it's not a
This-
big deal.
this extra dummy worker isn't there anymore. Let's trade our things. Hey, look, I get more food, y'all.
I do keep forgetting about this little, like, endowment up front, which is
It's
nice.
super nifty.
4 food, and I get a yellow. Yoink.
If I spend no food this round, I'll have exactly enough food.
What do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll need 8 food at the end of the round, at the end of the game, to be able to feed all these boys for extra points.
That's how many I need as well.
Which, I mean, because I have an orc, he'll be able to go there and get plenty of food.
So I'm going to go there first because you will be able to get plenty of food. And I need it.
You need it.
So I'll make it less plentiful for you.
Yeah, that's true. It's interesting because I'll also need about that much food to activate my stuff throughout the game. So this is the challenge that I've got to think about now, right? Is that I can go ahead and put out that orc right now. I don't know if Wendy's going to get... Now, Wendy doesn't need that much more food. She needs enough to be able to pay, well, she needs enough to be able to pay this and have 8 leftovers. So she might go there a second time because if Wendy can spend a no-cost person and spend 2, that nets her. So boring mathing aside, curses. I'll just go ahead and do it. So I'm going to spend 1 food plus the 2. Sorry, no. 1 yellow is the orc's activation cost, and then the 2 food for sharing a spot. So I will do that, and then I'll gain 7 food. Whereas I could have gone to a different space, not knowing if she would go back to the food space or not. She has more workers than me, so she could maybe burn that action.
It's fair. I'm going to come here.
Plus, I know that this boy will give her more food already. So, yeah, I think I needed to take that action so that I didn't accidentally hurt myself in the end. This is my pile of 8 food here that I'm going to try not to spend so that, I mean, I should have a surplus. So I can just spend it right at the end of the game. We'll see. All right, so you went here to the human realm to get more sacrifice. Yellow guys. I'll spend 2 food to activate Medusa Oblongata, who will get me 2 red.
Okay, my Cyclops is going to spend 2 food. Going to get me 3 yellows. Oops, 1, 2, 3. And 2 blues. Because, hey, why not?
Very good. Can I do this all? I sincerely hope so. I do kind of wish I had one of those characters that like didn't have an activation like send out cost now, but hey, whatever it be. So I'm going to spend 1 food to send out my goblin, spend an extra 2 because he's going to go to a shared space, and the space that he's going to go to will be... Does it matter? I'll go there, and I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this guy over here. I'm going to spend 2 yellows for that. That will get me 1, 2, 3 food, but I have to spend 2 of them. So essentially I get 1 food for that and 2 blues.
Ooh, I don't know if I can do this one now. Unless I do some really sneaky exchange-arinos. So, I think it's about time that I go ahead and activate my devil, because I could try and get some more stuff. Let's see. Probably time to activate my devil, who will go to the war room. He'll earn me 4 points, so I go from 14 to 18. I will get to look at 2 of these objective cards, and maybe that'll help define what goods I need. Oh, curses. Golem mass production. The Industrial Revolution's come to the nether regions. Of course, the netherworld. Of course, right? Okay, so I gotta discard something. You're free to go ahead and take your turn while I look at these things.
I am free, thank you. Whew. What am I doing with my existence here?
It's a tough question. Something we must ask ourselves throughout our life.
I genuinely don't know if I'm going to use all my workers.
You're free to pass. Yeah.
I am free to pass. I'm going to go here because it's free to... whatchamacallit. Anyways, I just paid the 3 food.
Sure. A busy spot.
Yep, that just gives me 3 more yellow.
Don't think
just
I
need
can
a lot of yellow.
do this one. This one will go away.
Oh, you know what? I think I miscalculated. I don't think I need that, actually. Sorry. I forgot that I had all this yellow set aside here. I was just looking at this one. So let me pay attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. We're okay. I actually don't know if there's much else I can do now that I think about it. Wait. Do I need... Yeah, is it worth doing what I'm thinking of doing? That would cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I have to do a little bit of math here real quick. Figure out if anything's worth it.
Oh, did I want to do any exchanges when I went to the war room? I don't think so, because I'm just so tight on stuff.
Losing 5 food would not be worth it for me. Okay. No, I think I'm actually done.
You think you're actually done?
I think I fulfilled everything I can fulfill.
I think this is going to be my end game here, provided I can get this and still keep this. Ah, no. Because this costs 4, not 3 yellows. I have a bit of a dilemma on my hands here.
Yeah, I have 3 extra yellows as well.
It's not that I have extra. It's
Oh, no,
that
I don't have extra. I have exactly enough.
I have need of is the issue.
Ah. You just
So
trade in your reds. You'll get yellows then and points and stuff.
no negative effects of giving away my reds that I need for my endgame cards.
Yeah.
No negatives there whatsoever.
All positive.
Because you only get 2 points for this, but then getting the blues would give me that. So 2, that's 12, but I'm giving up 6. Okay. So yeah, the thing is the end game can get a bit mathy, but my gut is telling me that the right thing to do... I think my gut is telling me the right thing to do is just complete as many of these objective cards as I can. I'm gonna go under on food, which is fine. So I will spend 1 food to activate a worker, and then I'll have to spend yowza 4 food.
My gut is telling me I don't think I'm winning this game.
Oh, you don't think so?
Nope.
Well, I mean, I have the lead here, but I don't know how much of this endgame stuff I can pull off.
Like, if you can get that last worker out, and if you finish your endgame cards, then...
I'm not completing all of my endgame cards, that's for sure. How many do you have?
2.
You have 2?
I'm completing these 2.
I think that might make the difference.
That might. I guess it depends on how many you do of what ones.
Yeah, because the 2 that I can complete aren't going to be very huge is the problem. Okay, so I've done that. And now I have to spend 1 food to go ahead and put my jack-o'-lantern out here, who will summon this guy. Oh, wow. I spent a lot more of my food than I was expecting.
Oh, so you're gonna get a lot less of those card points?
I'm afraid of that, yeah.
I'm only sacrificing 1, 2 worth of card points.
No, I think I kind of messed up here. So I had to spend... Yeah, because I have to spend 3 to get this guy. But I will get 1 food back, so I can spend... Okay, I have enough food for this guy, for some of my bigger points, right? So I can, like, do this person and this person. So I'll get some of my biggest things paid for, but, I mean, I really should have had 2 more food tokens for that. So that is going to be a mistake. That's going to be hurtful on my side of things. It's more beneficial if I do
I
that.
also have very small
and
ones.
that.
I have a 0. I've got, you know.
This is more points. This is 2 more points than putting both of them here. Okay.
All right, we ready to score everything up?
Oh boy. All right. Yeah, that's the end of the game for me. Are you passing with this many workers left?
I am. It's not worth it. I don't have enough food. I can't get food.
Right. That's why I played Keep Away with these 2 orcs in the opening draft. Because I thought, I won't need to play this last orc, you know, and make him playable, but I kind of wish I did now. All right. So how are we going to do points here?
Do you want to do cards first?
Sure. So both of us got all 6 of our drafted workers out, so we each get 10 points. Yoink, yoink.
Okay, I'm going to spend 6 yellows for 8 points.
So 8 points to you.
Then 24 points for 3 yellows, 2 reds, and 4 blues.
Okay, so 24 points you said will put you up at 49 because you're at 20.
Okay.
Or you at 24 plus 24? That's 48. Sorry. So me, I can spend 3 blue, I guess 3 weapons, and 1 red. So that gets my golem mass production done. That's gonna be 12 points. So 10, 11, 12. And then the Netherworld bacteria is 3 yellows and... Oh no! I forgot that I thought this one cost 1 ruby and not 2.
Oh, that won me the game, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see, because I would... yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I would have to spend 3 food to be able to go out and get 1 ruby. So, all right, let me math this out really quick, right? Because this would be worth 15 points, or I can get 10 points for feeding my workers.
But you have to pay the one.
Yeah, so I mean,
Okay.
this is the 3 food I'd have to spend to go there. So I'm sacrificing 10 to get 15, so not great, but I would have activated this worker, gone there, gotten this red.
On video, it's harder to do the math in your head because you're just trying to get stuff done.
Sure, yeah.
Get the game played, you know.
I don't want you to have to watch me sit and go, for 5 minutes. So that's clearly the move I would have done because that's the better return.
Yeah, that's more points.
Okay. So 3 yellows, 2 reds, now that I legally have 2 reds. And so now my Netherworld bacteria is also paid for. So that's another 15 points. So 10, 15. Now it comes down to feeding our workers.
Yep.
And yeah, do you take the cake?
So,
What do you got?
I don't know. So I've got that. I've got that. I've got this and this. So I have 10, 11, 12, 13.
10, 11, 12, 13.
Plus 6.
Ooh, that puts you up to 17.
Plus 5.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's going to do it because I messed that
Because you
up.
couldn't quite feed everybody.
Because I only got 9 end game points. Yeah, so I
I
definitely...
forgot this guy was worth 6. I was like, yeah, I've got like 10, 15-ish. So.
Oh, you didn't have the... Wait, you do have 2 left over.
Yeah, that's him. I did count it.
Oh, you did count. Okay, good.
I did count
good,
it.
good. Yeah, so, I really messed that up right at the end. I guess I should have had the orc to get more food. I didn't... Because I played the jack-o'-lantern instead, right? The jack-o'-lantern was my 5th worker that I placed out because I thought, yeah, I'll definitely end up going to this audience room to summon someone. And so I had him. I did get 1 point. I don't remember if I gave myself 1 point or not, right? But clearly that didn't make the difference. If I had summoned the jack-o'-lantern early in the game, he would have gotten me 1 point every round, which would add up, right?
Yeah.
So that would have tightened things up. I definitely should have put this orc out before I put out the jack-o'-lantern. I don't know quite what I was thinking. I don't need to drown in food, but that
Apparently, you do need to drown in food.
yeah, because if I had 4 more food, I would have been able to get 11 points, or I would have been able to get 10, 11 points or whatever. So
I just
That's
think
too
these.
bad.
I think these cards are funny. I both had resurrection cards. Resurrect the God of Destruction and resurrect the former Demon King. 'Cause former Demon
nice.
King is what I read you. They are apparently worth a lot more evil points than God of Destruction. I didn't realize that demons were more powerful than
then
gods.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't read the text to the Netherworld bacteria because we're living during a pandemic or whatever, right? But these are hilarious. These are some of my favorite flavor text I think I've ever seen in a game. Like in general,
They're super fun.
they really are, yeah. And just like I said, thematically it's weird, right? That you're demons and you're out there intent on, I was gonna hellbent, on causing human suffering or whatever. But it's a put workers out it's put discs out there and get different flatter discs and then trade these flatter discs in for points.
I have to say that these green dummy workers, I thought I would hate them. I thought I would despise them, but they weren't terrible.
Well, they diminish over the course of the game as it becomes more important, that everything becomes tighter.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fact that you start with 4 of them out is a little bit weird, right? Why get punched at the start of a game when you have the smallest engine? But it's also kind of the least consequential because you start the game with only 2 workers. Like, okay, don't go there. Like, get food and summon a worker, or
Yeah, I
like
feel
get
like
a thing and
that's
summon a worker.
almost always the first turn you take is get food and summon a worker.
It is a little bit weird that you have a first turn of the game with just your 2 humans, and
You can do almost nothing.
you could do almost nothing. And for sure, one of the actions is to go to the audience room, and your other actions probably get like a basic resource like food. Maybe
Maybe you could go to the audience room twice if you've got, like, if I had some really cheap ones, I could have summoned both of these the first round.
it's
Easily.
true, yeah. So I guess it does give you some choice in the variability by the time you enter round 2, right? So I think this is a brilliant game.
Yeah, I think it's cute. It's fun. When you play with more players, there are a few more cards that come out. Not tons, but a few more.
2 more spaces. One of them is one of the other spaces is a one that you'd never add to the cost. I think it just gives you 2 food
Yeah.
or something very basic like that. And another one gives you one of each of the 3 other colored resources. So
Which would definitely have been useful many times in this game.
yeah,
There's so many times I feel like I needed 3 blues or 4 yellows.
yes, that is one of the interesting decisions. Is that these spaces that give you resources give you 1 fewer resource than you need to trade them in for stuff. Which is why like a Medusa is awesome, right? You go to the red space and you get an extra red gem.
Yeah, super powerful.
That's the return you want on these things.
I do find that these spaces here are not as powerful as I want them to be because it's only a 5-round game. So by the time you're strong enough to really hit these zones, then you're kind of spending them on these because these have a much better rate of return. Mm-hmm. I mean, 6 versus 4 yellow smileys, and I get way more points.
Yeah. So there's got to be a way to play more cleverly where you're utilizing the fact that you're getting blues. And then you're able to turn those blues into other stuff, right? Like that. I
Because
think
with that Medusa, I was assuming you would come here and get multiple 7s, and you did what, like once?
I did them twice.
Twice? Okay.
Yeah. Because, yeah, like Wendy pointed out, I needed reds for my end game objective cards. In fact, I needed quite a few. And in the ones that I chose not to do and that I discarded and stuff, I needed more anyway. So, yeah, man, if I had been able to do this one.
No, that was the one I did.
Resurrect the Form and Demon Kings.
Yep.
Okay, so cool. So there's like duplicates of these in the deck. I think we've noticed that before. I don't know. I just like so much about this game. In terms of like gameplay, it's charming. You think the game is going to end in like 12 minutes because of how fast the first few rounds go. So the last
I
round
think it's a little longer.
does slow down. It's possible to kind of not need to take some actions by the end, I guess. Clearly, you still won.
It worked out, math, baby.
Right, right.
Mathed it out. But yeah, so this is a great game. A lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed watching us. And we're Meeple Overboard. Thanks for watching.